Hey, what's up guys? So it's time for another episode of Custom Cards and it's episode 11. So we're gonna start with the Xyz monsters. This time it's an archetype called the Earthling. And the first one we have, they're all earth and rock. And this one's a rank 3 and it's an Xyz monster. This application doesn't have Xyz monsters yet, so it's actually Dark Synchro, which is why it looks weird. It's got 1300 attack, 1800 defense, and it needs up to 5 level 3 monsters, but you need to have at least 2. Sort of like Shark Kaiser. So this card gains 100 attack for each Xyz material attached to this card. You can detach all Xyz material from this card until your opponent's second end phase after this effect's activation. Your opponent's face-up monsters lose 100 attack times the number of detached materials. Like the actual effect, I think they should actually make a real Xyz monster, but it do like you detach 2 to make your opponents lose 1000 or something like that. But yeah, up to 5 level 3s, so you can reduce them by up to 500. So now we have the boss monster of the Earthling, which is Aztec King of the Earthling. He's a rank 6, and he's rock, earth, all that kind of stuff. He's got 3100 attack by 2600 defense. Like the other one, he needs up to 5, but it's the level 6 earth monsters, and you need at least 2. So he has quite a few effects. So during your end phases, you have to detach 5 Xyz material exactly. So if you have less than 5, then you don't detach any, but yeah. And then it gains effects depending on the amount of Xyz material it has. So if it has 15 or more, up to 3 times in the same turn, you can destroy one card on the field. And it doesn't target either, so it's probably worth getting those 15 materials on it. You just need to figure out how. So, oh yeah, and there's also, I only made rock. I only made monsters because you have things like rock bombardment area, and actual rock bombardment, those kind of support cards for rocks, and also attack the moon, those kind of things. So that's why I didn't make any spell or trap support. So if it has 10 or more, this card gains 200 attack and deals piercing damage, so 3300 attack piercer, pretty nice. And if it has 5 or more materials, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. So 3100 is going to be pretty tough to get over. But if it has 2 or less materials, then it can't deal any battle damage. Sad times. Alright, so those are the Xyz monsters. Now I'm going to show you how you get all those materials on there. So we go to Earthfling Slab. So there's a level 3 guy, and he's got 0 by 1200. And when he's normal summoned, you can add 1 Earthling card from your deck to your hand. And then when it's sent to the graveyard by an effect of an Earthling monster, you can target 1 Earthling monster in your graveyard except this card and special summon it. Okay. There, fixed. All the Earthling monsters are supposed to have this effect. So if you Xyz summon an Earthling Xyz monster while this card is in the graveyard, immediately attach it to that monster. All the Earthlings are supposed to have that, but this one didn't have it. Guess I forgot. Alright. Oh yeah, Slab was originally level 2, but I made it level 3 to make Olmec a bit easier to summon. So now it's like a perfect debris target. But Earthling Pillar, another level 3, 600 by 1400. If you Xyz summon an Earthling Xyz monster, you attach it. You know that one. And then if this card is detached as an Xyz material, you inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent. Pretty basic. And then we have the level 6 Earthling Gig Golem. When it's normal summoned, you can target an Earthling monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and if you do, all Earthling monsters you control become level 6. If you, it has, the standard Earthling effect, and it's 1200 by 2800 defense. Earthling Giga Launcher, level 4, 16 by 18. When it's normal summoned, you send one Earthling monster from your hand to the graveyard, and then also one Earthling monster from your deck to the graveyard. So after you send those monsters to the graveyard, it gains 400 attack, so it becomes a 2000 beta, which is pretty nice. And then it also has the standard Earthling effect, where it will attach itself. And we have Earthling Boulder, which is a level 3, 15 by 15, probably the bulkiest in terms of overall stats. So when it's destroyed, you add one Earthling monster from your deck to your hand, so you got another searcher. And if it's sent to the graveyard by the effect of an Earthling monster, you inflict 800 points of damage to your opponent. And then if an Xyz monster is Xyz, then it attaches itself like usual. So if you run 3 of each of these, if you Xyz summon one of these, you'll pretty much get 15 materials on it. So that's how you get 15 materials on these monsters. But if you use this one, say if you use like Tour Guide, and you happen to have every single one of your Earthlings in the graveyard, then you'll have 17 materials. So all your opponent's monsters will lose 1700 attack. So it's pretty good if you want to run Tour Guide. But so you probably want to use Rock Bombardment Area and other cards like that, so that you can set up your graveyard as quickly as possible. If you have an idea for a support spell or trap or something, then you can tell me, and I'll probably add it to this. Aztec, Olmec, Slab, Pillar, Gigolem, Giga Launcher, and Boulder. That's the Earthling archetype. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
I'm Lightyear, and you just watched my video, so thanks for that, and you can sub if you want, but I'm not going to force you.